Hello everyone. So today's topic is on creating HTML, CSS layouts. So we are going to create a basic layout. It's a conventional layout. So nothing fancy and nothing complex. A simple layout using HTML so that you get to know, how we should structure our elements, how we should structure our web page. So basically, when you look at the web page, what do you see? You see a logo branding, and right below it or top of it or above it, wherever it is, according to the style guide. So they place another important element is navigation. Right below the navigation, if there is any important update or important feature of that particular website, so they want to put it in a bigger text, bigger font with images and with a button to take an action. And right below it, there's some more information about the site. So that's how it's going to be. So if you could look at a casual website like you know um, airports. If I go to Apple site, this is what it is. Like some branding, some menu, some other product, and the highlight of the product. And if you come down, typically, the more information about the product and other stuff to navigate through the website. So that is that one header. This is what you need to understand: header, navigation, or other info, or the highlight, or the sometimes we call it. Some people call it as a hero, or some people call it landing page. So it's different from different aspects. So this is what does a typical HTML structure. So if so I already have a basic HTML file created. So if we look at, so let's do the same thing. Like we'll create a header, okay, and create a navigation, and we'll create a body, and we'll create a footer. Okay, so this is what it is. So this is not really a HTML comment. I should have commented like this. So you should comment your HTML that you are not intended to render. You can do so. So basically what you're doing here you need to create a header. So there is a tag for that. So header, I closed header, fair enough. Navigation, and create navigation, nav, I can say nav, and body, I can say section. I can use sections and articles in body, and for the footer I'm using footer. So the best way to learn something is to practice along, or practice after the session, whichever is convenient for you. But if you won't practice, you will not be able to understand the subject, so understand and memorize it. So this is what it is. So we have our basic structure, but so to control all these elements, sometimes I need a container, outer line, because if I wanted to move everything out of it, I need to select everything. If the entire thing is in like this, like div dot container. So let's say if I created a container, I can simply copy like this and move the entire code out of this document to another document. So it's convenient in many other things. We will see the development convenience, but for now it's good practice that you wrap your elements, certain section of your element, into a particular element. So having discussed that, so we have our basic structure ready. So what do you see in a header? Typically you see a logo. Okay, for logo there is no logo tag, so let's go with div, and we call it as branding. Okay, this is where the branding should go. So if I can take a logo, so let me just take a logo from somewhere. Okay. I should have my logo here. Yeah, copy. So let me create it here. Yes. So basically I cannot paste it here. So sorry. I'll reveal it in Finder. Go into images and paste it here. So if I refresh, my logo is here. So I can simply, I have my logo here. So I need to attach that logo in this div. So image src src. So link images logo.png. Close the tag. So I mean, we came far enough. We need to see what is the result looking like. So I can right click here. I can run it with live server. If you don't see this option, go to your plugins and install light server plugin. I think so. Basically, it is already pre-installed, so I don't need to install. But if you don't see that option, you can install a live server with this. I have already installed it, live server, this package. So you can install it and you will see this context menu for you. So you can open live server. So why I am preferring the live server is as soon as I'm making some change and saving it, it's actually refreshing automatically. So for that convenience, I'm actually using live server. So let me disable it. Never translate this site. It's kind of, so I have my logo here. That's good. Okay, what else I should keep in here? Like, you know, if I have my Facebook or other links, I can keep it here. So dev social media links. I'm not doing anything fancy. I just skipped header, and there is an div, and in that div I created a image, and here I just created another div and called it social media links, and I'm actually keeping some link here. So I just wanted to have it href hash. I'll link them later. So for now I will say so Facebook, Instagram, and I need to put my phone in silent. Instagram and what else? LinkedIn. Maybe I will go with Twitter. Okay. Fair enough. So, but this was supposed to go on the right hand side. So basically, you can do with two approaches. You can set float for this one to left and this one to right, and basically it will work. So let me write the styles quickly here. So class dot branding float left and social media link. So I'm actually hyphenating the different words in CSS. So it's a better practice to have, you know, hyphenate the words for one element. So if you have multiple words in the class selector, always put, don't use space, always use hyphenation. So I can say float right. So it's coming here, it's coming there, but there's a better approach. So what you can do is, so instead of doing this, so like this, we can use flexbox model here. So for the header, I can simply say header display flex. So when I said display flex, that means instead of assuming the inner elements as treating inner elements as a display block or block elements to occupy the entire space. So this flex mechanism, what it does is it actually treats the child elements as kind of in I didn't know the mechanism behind it, but there are only two elements to it. Header has two child, this and this. So these two elements, branding and social media links, have come one beside the other. So I need space here. I need some space between them because this should go on the right, quite on the right, and this should go quite on the right. You can do this this way. So you can say branding margin right side. So I need to push the items that are on the right hand side auto. So immediately when I said it, so what is happening is, so if I inspect element, so with developers tools, if I can look at it, so what is happening is there are two elements. So this become flex box, and the elements have become flex items. Flex item go in a direction, like 2D two dimensional with, I mean, x and y axis it will go. So right now you can either say flex direction column. So basically what it is saying is the dimensions are set like this. So to come, it is actually aligning the items in a y axis. So I don't know why this is flickering, but some glitch in the Chrome. Yeah. So but I just need it in the default direction, which is row. So flex direction row. Even you can define it, but even if you don't define it, it will not work. So you're unable to see the what's happening inside. So let me put some background color. Yeah. So there is a padding for the body. I really don't want that, so I can say body comma HTML. I can say padding 0 and margin 0. So now you see the space is gone. Okay, now this is good. This element is here, and the what we said margin auto for branding, which is this element. So it is actually occupied the rest of the space. So excluding this and this, whatever the space left, that has become the margin right for the Skibble logo. Well and good, but this is still on the top. I just wanted to bring it center. You can say like this. So you can say justify content center, align items center. So I think justification is not needed. So I think align items is enough. So basically what I'm saying is, so if you, the flexbox model, if it is aligning the items in a order, so what do you want me to, which direction, if I'm going, if I'm aligning the items in this direction, so this height is different and this height is different. So basically what happened, this was pushed to the top because it was aligning to the top. What did I said? I said instead of aligning here, align to the center. That means, so this element, all the elements in header should align with the center line here. So it will just be in center. So now my goal is clear, but this is still actually it's touching the border. So let me resize the image, or I can apply some padding, but the image is a little bit too high. So even if I reduce the size, yeah, this is good. 120, this is nice. So basically what is happening is it's actually taking up the entire space. So I can say branding.image, branding space img. So image inside branding, and have padding or margin to 20 pixel all the side. Let me see if it is looking good. It's looking good, but doesn't really need top and left. Top and left can be 10. and this can be 20 pixels. Now this is looking good, like some extra space here and some less space there, because we don't want extra height to it. Yeah, good. So, and these things are actually kind of nowhere. So what do I do? So I would do this. So all the anchor elements inside the social media links should have a padding. So I just want top bottom should be 0. I don't, but between the elements left and right, I should have some space. I can say 10 px. So if you could see 10 from here, 10 from here, 20, 10 from here and 10 from here. Actually, you can verify it like this. If I hover, the green portion outside of element that comes here and here is kind of padding that I applied. Instead, I can use margin. Okay. Now it is being highlighted in red, but that means it has applied the margin. So it's okay. Margin is outer, inner is kind of inside the element. There will be a space. Margin kind of outside the element and between the elements, other elements. Okay, fine. I think I got it, but I still need some styling. Like I have some color here. So color red, should it okay? No, it is not good. Definitely not good. Not looking good. I can simply select this color. Okay, I can go here. So I'm just trying to pick a best color. Okay, I got the color of my logo and just kept it here, there. Yeah, and copying the fine. But do I really need the line? So I can say text decoration none. So I really didn't have anything. Okay, I think my navigation is set. Next is what? The same thing. I think with the same navigation. So, but this navigation is something different because I want some, you know, black patch here. On the black patch, I want the elements same, this kind of there. But yeah, that's my kind of preference. That's why that's how I want to do. So same thing. So nav, I just want this nav to be black background, have a background of black. So background color, I can give it 333. There is no content inside, so it's really not visible. So if I can put a UL li, I'll cover why did I took UL and li. I think this is fine. So why this space here? So if I can go inside and look at this. So there's a margin for UL. So that's why it is not actually starting from the edge where the header is ended, because there is a margin to UL. And yeah, I think I need to cancel out this margin. So what I can really say is nav UL margin 0. Sorry. Yeah, now the margin is gone. But there is a list item here. So I haven't kept anything there really. So what can I do is about. So as soon as I kept style here, because so this is having some. So if I can zoom, there's a list style actually being applied. So I need to reset that. So what I can do is I can really do this. I now UL, inside UL there is an li, and list style none. Yeah, list style is gone. Let's kind of remove this background color for a while so that you can see. So if there is no list style like this, So this is how it is looking. So I just wanted to remove the list style because I'm building the navigation elements here as many as I need. So let me copy products. So one below the other, that's completely fine. I can portfolio and services. I might have services. I might have contact. Maybe I think FAQ. My product can have. Okay. Now I want to convert these items into a menu that is clearly visible. That is clearly visible and intuitively clickable. So I can convert these elements into buttons. So first thing what we have to do, we have to reset this style. So I can say nav ul inside li there is a anchor tag, and for that anchor tag, first of all I need to set the background color so that I can decide what color of the text should be visible clearly. So I need to set the color for this. So I already decided that I wanted to keep a black color, kind of 80% black color there, and then on top of it, on the black, then what is the visible color? That is white. So color, I'm actually applying color for white. So now this is white, and same thing here, text decoration none. So this is good. So but I want them right side, one by one after the other. So there's one more strategy. So I can say display inline block. So the moment I said display inline block, so what is happening is earlier li items were like kind of block elements. They were pushing the rest of the element to the next line. Now I changed their display methodology to have inline, but still be behaving like blocks. So what happens with blocks is they can still be margin and padding is applicable on the block elements than the inline element. So with this strategy, I still align them one beside the other, and I can also apply some padding and margin and padding. Okay, so I want the margin on the top and bottom. Actually, I want to apply the margin here. I think better padding only. I should not go with margin because that was disturbing the overall heading. So padding 0. First, I need to set the padding to 0 here because the UL was having some padding and it was not starting quite from the same location. So yeah. So now it should actually start from where the logo started. So basically, what should I do? What style I applied for image? I applied 20 pixels padding on the left hand side. So I can really do the same thing here. See, it is starting from the same location, but that is applied for all the LAs, and the space between them is actually a little bit high. So I really don't want that. So I can simply say the top and bottom can be 0, and the left and right sides can be 20 pixels. 20 pixel kind of a little on high side, so I can set it 16 pixels, kind of low on side. That 20 is good. Yeah. Now I can say padding 0. Sorry, I want this height to be a little bit bigger. I don't want to assign a height. I still want to increase the margin for UL, padding for UL, so that it will actually expand a bit. So, so what I'm doing here is assigning some padding to the UL element. I'm going back and forth. Just follow me, guys. I'm applying the best strategy, that is, stable strategy. So I want padding right and left to be 0 because I don't want it, but the text should have above and below some space. So space 20 px, maybe 16 should be enough. Sorry, I should apply the first. So here this applies the first instance will apply on top and bottom, second instance will apply on left and right. So yeah, this is kind of good. Select it. So I still see the font is kind of not aligned. So there is an easy way that you can add a font to your website. You can search for Google Fonts. Go to Google Font. I might have already selected some font because I like this font, Inter. So basically, if you don't know how to work with, you can search for a font here, and you open the font. You can open the font, and you can add them like this. Select this font. Select this font. So you can add this, and you can download the font. So I actually closed that window. Yeah, I actually got it. So you can copy this onto your head tag first, because the fonts are being loaded here. So don't worry, this is something Google gives you out of the box. Just copy it and paste them. So some cross-site scripting issue resolvers and something, but there's nothing fancy, just a simple CSS file. So you can, now the inter font is available in your window. So you can simply say, you can simply put this on these tags, and you can see that font is applied. Now this font is looking good. So let me close this for a while. So you see we are somewhere where we are doing good. We building something. So if I really wanted to link my Facebook, you can link it. If I have some icons as an image, I can replace this text with an image. So it's up to you, but I still want some hover to happen. Like if I hover it, it should have some white background to it. So let me go here, li. So I'm copying the same cell, and the navigation li, say hover. So this is the pseudo selector. So normally li tag, whatever you keep it here, directly applies on li tag. Here, if you use a hover pseudo tag, it actually applies on when the mouse is hover on them. So there are two states. So there are different states: hover, click, drag to focus. There are many states you can apply some style, but for now, just let's go with this. So when it is hover, I want to apply some white color. Let me just take it white. So see, but the font is kind of also white. So I just wanted to have them different. So I'm just exchanging the font here. So okay, so now this font is not actually applied on li, that is actually applied on a tag, right? So you need to change the font color on a tag. So you need to say like this, same style. When it is hover, inside that there is an anchor tag, and apply. So you are changing the background color of li and the color of anchor tag. So you can refer the same tag. This means only hover li tag. This means when li tag is hover, like I moved my mouse on top of it, then inside anchor tag change properties also changes. So I think it's self-explanatory. Yeah, this is good, but li is kind of right from here. So it should be starting from here, right? So basically we applied some padding and we managed it, but that shouldn't, we shouldn't have done that. We should, what we could have done is we could have done this. So now you could see it's starting from here, but I can make it better. So why? So left hand side, right hand side, there is so much for the list item. I can increase the padding on top, because if I hover, since the padding is applied on left and right, so here it is what, 20 pixel on the left hand side and right hand side, 0 pixel on the top. So if I want some white patch to go a little bit up, I can change it a bit. Yeah, this is nice, but the border is kind of sharp. I just wanted them to be red, little bit. When it's hover, it's actually applying some background color, but I just want to be a little bit curvy. So I can say border radius 6px. Save it. If I go over there, see the curve there. So yeah, it's looking good. But when I'm home page, I need to keep it open, like keep it like this, like indicate that you're on a home page. So I need to have a separate class. For that is, I can put a comma and I have another class too, where the same selector, whichever the li having a class with class called active, should also apply the same style. So if I copy this and I can put it on one element, li class active, and the anchor color is not changing. See, it is now this li item is active. Now the same style is being applied, but the color we only did it for this. So you can simply put the same here. So comma navigation, inside the navigation there is ul, inside the ul there is li, which is having an active class. Inside the active class there is an anchor tag. Apply this there. So as soon as I kept another selector there, it is applied. So basically from now on, you can move this active class literally onto any element that you want. Now it is in products. If I move it on services, now it's confusing. It says that two are active. If I am on service page, I can put it on and indicate the user that you are on services page. That's fine. Let me keep it on the home page. Sorry, I overdid my undo redo. So good. So what is next? Next, some hero content. So how much, what time it is? Like it's been already hour or so. Okay, let's not wait. So let's complete the session. Okay, now I have a section which is called class body. Okay, so this is actually kind of so confusing having the CSS in the same file. So let me move it to a different file. Okay, let me remove this. I can create a style.css. So moved everything there. I can see styles have gone. I can say link, select CSS. Good, my CSS are back because I just linked my CSS here. So my font, CSS, everything is back online. So I'm good. So I can go with this design, and I can. So next is what my hero section. So body, inside body, I'm just designing a inside section, hero section. So class hero. So you might have confused with navigation, but if you could slowly watch the video, I think you can figure out what was I doing, and you, or if not, you can simply do this. Okay, so if you go on to this element, come here in the styles window, you can say hover. Whenever it is the hover pseudo selector is applied, my styles are coming up. You can just see these, you can observe this panel. So when it is hover, these styles are appearing. That's what I did. I just did these properties to apply on when there is a hover selector is available on the element. So that's what I did. That's where you might have got confused, but you could slowly watch the video bit by bit. We can able to figure out what's happened there. But let's keep the hero section clear. So I created hero section. For hero section, I'm actually creating so class body and hero. In the hero, what should I say? Div dot a bigger text. So I just not bigger text. Save. And left hand side, there is a join now, and there is a button below that says, text, new offer is available, join now, and right hand side some image. So that's what my plan. Two portions, 1 and 2, heading, and below there is a button and an image there. That's how I wanted to design a bigger text, and I want some div dot image. Cover image, hero image, I should say, hero image. So same strategy as we did on this one. So display flex, have these items. So the same thing, hero, one should be the right hand side, second one with the left hand side. So simple strategy, copy hero dot hero display flex. Actually, I haven't put anything there, so that's the reason you are unable to see anything because I haven't written any content there. I can say h1 new offer is released. I don't know if I can say h1. Let me go here. Yeah, this is the element, and let me find in the Google something for offers. So I'm just keeping images. Let me download something. Okay, this was kind of looking good, catchy. So I don't know if I so this is where we should be careful, because we don't want anything licensed content being used. So I can simply say, I can expand the tools, I can put the rights that Creative Commons licenses. So something that is anyone can use. So let's not worry, let's not waste some time. So yeah, this is the image URL. So I just wanted to use it. IMG src. This is how you link something on the internet. Okay, so fair enough. This is my text and this is my image. Image kind of very big. I just want 300 pixels width to it. This is fine. and I want my H1 to be bigger. So as soon as I say display flex, these two elements aligned one beside the other, but I just wanted to see it in the full size. So there's no space between them. Still wanted to do that. So bigger text on the right hand side, inside dot hero. Always keep it like this. Inside hero, there is a bigger text. So you can just say refer it, because if you use elsewhere the bigger text, and if someone is doing something, it won't affect you. So your styles will be intact. So always keep that path. Dot hero, inside there is a bigger text. You can actually indicate it like this. So immediate child. This indicates the immediate child. So margin right auto. This will push this image to this end. Yeah, now this is good. So hero image, I just want some padding all the sides. I don't want this to be touching the edges. So margin right 20px, moved a bit. So I want these items to align in center, just like we did for what was it, header. Just like we did align it in center, I just wanted to align that in the center too. So for the hero section, if I did, everything is in center, but this guy is touching border. So I can simply say hero heading. So now I'm coming to hero bigger text. Actually I already have a selector. Inside this there is a head h1. So if you could see, hero bigger text and there's a h1. That's what I'm doing here. Hero bigger text and h1. Syntax issue, correct them. Font size 70px, because I already said font weight. I just want it to be 300 or 400. I think some thin font. Okay, I think 300, 400 is fine. You can verify what are the font weights you apply. You copied it from Google. You copied it 100, 200, 300, and 400. I think I'll use 200 for this case. So I can say 200. The font will be a little bit lighter side. So I can hero background color. This is good. I just wanted have some background color there. So just there's a lot of white. So I hate white. So still this item is touching the image having some what I can say border radius 6px. So that actually covers it. The sharp edges are kind of now rounded. I think it's not rounded. Dot hero image, inside image, I am kind of, yeah, you see some corners have been bent. So some 8 pixel radius have been applied. So I just wanted to be aligning with these things. So bigger text, margin left 20 pixels, because all the other elements having 20 pixels. Actually there is a different way, because we can have a container which is actually taking 20 pixels margin and left always. So one class, assign it to all the container elements and it will do, but I just didn't want everything to be complex in the beginning. So right now it is bit getting, so kind of everything is cheesy now. So yeah, I can now take a button here. So my font size kind of on the and font weight should be 400, 500, 600. I didn't like the old style. Font color kind of too bright, like it's not easing on eyes. So 400 should be good. New offer is released. Now I can have a button there. So actually below the H1, I'm actually keeping a button. Grab. So why this has been pushed here? Because there's a margin to it. So I should reset the margin for H1. I should say margin 0. Now this is kind of aligning in center. So I can really say bigger text, padding. So I removed the margin, but I just really want some space here. So I applied the bigger text here, some space, some padding. So it's actually kind of like this now. So now the font size is kind of heavy. So you don't have to deal with these kind of things because there are many frameworks like Bootstrap and other things that are doing a pretty good job. I'm doing a lame job here, but I still trying to be trying to get a reasonable look for my website. So my button is here. So bigger text inside bigger text. I want to apply some styles to the button element. Okay, bigger text. This is bigger text and inside it there is a button. I just want to apply that. So instead of going here and doing, actually I can do this here. Padding 20px. I'm just doing it here. So this will be very easy. So font size 20px, background color, later I can copy this to actual CSS, because if I am actually editing here, everything is changing here. So this is very quick and easy. So I'm just typing it here. So I'm just keeping it as branding. Just a second. So I can copy this and I have a selector already defined, bigger text and button, bigger text, button, copy. Oh, I missed. I need to select it and copy it and paste it. Voila. So I temporarily applied it everything there, but later I copied it. That's you can to quickly see your changes. You can simply have it like this. So how about let's quickly cover the body elements, and this is also one kind of important aspect. So usually in body, hero section has gone. So let me minimize the hero section. Now the other section is feature. class features. I have 3 features. So feature into 3. So I have 3 features, A, B, and C. If I save it one below the other, but I want one beside the other. So I can split there is a split width strategy. Sorry, split width strategy. So features, inside features, there is a class called feature. So what is the result if I split my 100 like 33.333? Okay, that's how I can split 100 into 3. So if the width is entire width is 100%, I can split these elements to have kind of 33.33%. So I can say width 33.333 percentage. It's still not features, inside features. I think I might have misspelled something. So let me see. Oh, actually these elements are kind of display blocks. So they take the entire width, entire row, even if they have some width. So I can actually say features that I, instead of saying so I can put these items into display inline blocks 1, 2, and 3. It's still not. So the split is not done. So margins, I should set all the margins to 0 and all the paddings, because if I'm splitting some some space, it should actually be split. So I don't know if what HTML styles have been intervening my split here. Something must be missing. I can say 32. So that there is 1 or 2 pixels that are disturbing. Like I split the width for these items equally, but there is 1 or 2 pixels that is not dividable and something coming in between, and it's actually pushing the last element to have in the next line. But that is fine. That is completely fine. So now we just left some space. So we only said 32. So 3% will be excess, but we want to understand the strategy. So I can simply say h1 feature 1 and say paragraph. So I just want to copy some dummy text. I don't know if I can find some dummy text here. Yeah, I got some dummy text. So this text doesn't really have any meaning. So I'm just filling the content for first feature. So I put a h1 and p feature. Yeah, good. I just wanted to fill the same way with other features. I'm not actually designing some ideal website, guys, but I'm just trying. So once you understood the concept, there are different frameworks that can make our job easy. So I can say there is space here, there's space there. That's kind of not good. So let's margin right, sorry, left 20 px. This is now aligning with these guys. Hero that does not have to align with this thing because It can align, but I need to change this padding. All the sides I said 40. I can say top and bottom 40 and left and right I can put it at 0 pixels. So this style should work. So where should I copy this? Hero, bigger text. Hero, bigger text. This is what the style I need to change. Guys, we already made it very complex. So we just keeping everything in line there. I just wanted to uh, not to confuse, because always look at the block we are coding. So don't get confused. Or so this is the block we are actually setting up. If you need any padding, you can still assign some padding and do it. And finally, we have some footer to take care. So out of all this is the section we wanted to fill. So just let me fill this. Some footer HTML. I'll copy some future HTML. I don't know if I can find some logo. I don't know if I can. I need some footer HTML to have it in my footer, so I can grab someone's footer, or else I can do this. So I can simply say copyright. I can have a copyright tag. I can put a paragraph. The copyrights have reserved to some Majondo. This is what it is. So the footer, keep it to black, background color. Usually footers go in a dark mode, and its color to have white to display. Have some padding, 40px, or actually say left and right to 20 and top and bottom to 60. 60, even 80. Fine. So voila, have some basic layout. So if I recap, okay, so there is nothing that complex or fancy here. Again, close these elements. Okay, see this structure. Header, we just said display flex and have these items center aligned. Navigation, we did not do any flex and things, but we just had these elements to follow a flow, and just this hover style, we just kept it something different. And also the active items, we use the same hover strategy to active items. So, and for the body, for the hero section, same, we center aligned with the display flex property and just bigger say text, and just designed our button. So you can actually put a border radius here like this. It's too sharp because everywhere we are using rounded corner. So you can say border radius. I just right clicked on the element. You can say border radius 8 pixels. So now this is kind of not having the edges. So I'm not I don't love the edges. Some people love edges, but I prefer the rounded corner one. I don't know the reason, but yeah, that's how it is. So when it comes to features, what I did is I just split the width of the feature features uh, width 100% into some 29 and 29, 29. I tried to take 33, 32, 32, 33. I tried to take 33.33. It didn't took. I don't know this some reason, some margin padding. I have to reset some padding, but I just took it a short route, and I probably post a best fix for that too in the description, but yeah, this is how its footer is designed. So I think I made sense the layout. So we just kind of used basic CSS, basic HTML. I just wanted to use some basic CSS, nothing fancy here, because this is a follow-up session for a basic fundamentals of HTML and fundamentals of CSS. So I used those basic concepts to design this template. So we started off very small, but it came this far. So I hope this is good. Post me some comments like where I need to improve and where I can be better. That will help me. Thank you, guys.